If someone gives you a chore to do, or is forcing you to study, or is forcing you to work out, you'll do it, but not because you want to. It's because someone is telling you to do it, because there's consequences and you follow the rules and it's like, fine, I'll do it. You're driven by external forces. That is not coming from you. So that is not building discipline, because it's coming from something else outside of you. Discipline has to come from within. Hi, I'm Bianca and welcome to my channel. Or welcome back, homie, if you're a subscriber. I love you. Nice to see you. So I saw that one of my videos that went really well was about discipline. So I figured I would do another video about discipline. So maybe you're attracted to the word discipline because you think that that's something that you should be doing. And you're wondering, why am I not disciplined? I think the reason that you're not disciplined is because you don't know what you truly desire. You become disciplined once you truly know what you want and why you want it. Because once you're connected with that, you can endure anything. You can go through any pain, any hardship to get what you want. So you're gonna have pain regardless. If you know what you want, you're either gonna suffer to go get it, or you'll suffer because you didn't get what you want. But then you have to think about the saying, he who has a why can endure anyhow. And the reason is, you can know what you want, but if you don't know why you want it, that's not gonna make you do and be disciplined. And that's where I go back to, you need to know what you truly desire. You need to know why you desire that. That's the next question, because people think they know what they desire when in fact, they really don't. They think they know, but it's never coming from them. It's coming from external forces. It's coming from your parents. It's coming from society, from celebrities, from friends. It's not even coming from what you want truly inside. It's what you think you want or what you think you should want. So no wonder why it's hard for you to be disciplined if you're not really connected to what you want, because if you dig deeper, you realize that's not really why you want to do it. You don't really care about that desire. You need to figure out your specific desire. Being disciplined is doing what you don't want to do, but what you need to do for you to get what you want in the future. So I think what you have to focus on right now is figuring out what you truly want. I keep repeating this, but it's so true. You have to realize that you need to tap inside of you and see what you truly desire. Your deepest, darkest desires, what are they? So I might be asking you, what do you desire? Tell me, what do you desire? And you might be, well, I don't know. If you don't know, that's a sign that you've been clouded by these external forces that is fogging your judgment. Because I promise you that deep inside of you, you know what you want. You just have to figure that out. You'll know if you have that feeling of that desire, that fire. So if you think that you know, but it doesn't really create much for you, just realize that that's probably what the advertisers want you to want. That's probably the marketing strategies that influence you to want that. That's probably your addiction to the internet, to social media, to video games, to anime that's told you what you want. That's probably the pressure from society, from your parents, from your teachers, from your friends that tell you what you should want. Because when you truly know your desire, you will feel it. So if you just think it's something in your brain like, oh, maybe I want this, no, that's probably not it. That's most likely going to be someone else that's controlled that for you. Are you going to be a puppet to that? Are you just going to blindly, oh, I'm going to just I guess that I want a big house on a lake with a dog. You don't even know if that's what you truly want. Oh, I just want to travel. I want to quit school. I don't want to have a job. I want to work a corporate job. You don't know if that's what you want, because it's just all in your head. You have to look deep. You have to go to your heart, to your soul. You literally have to feel it in your gut. So if you want to know how to figure out what you desire, you need to remove yourself from all addictions. Because right now, social media, gossiping, your friends, TV is all controlling what you want. It's all making you addicted to follow what they do and what they want. But you don't want to be a puppet, don't you? By you focusing on them, you are not focusing on you. And do you realize you're giving them the most precious thing you have? Your time, your attention. You're literally making their dreams happy. You're literally making them richer while you're getting broker by the minute, because you are giving your time to them. Your attention is the best, most valuable currency they can have right now, because they can manipulate everything they want to make you desire things that you don't even want, because they're all gonna make sure that they planted and put subliminal messages everywhere for you to make you think you want a certain thing, but that's not even coming from you. I just think of the fact that we all have an iPhone. If we didn't know it existed, we would never know we would want that specific iPhone over like a Samsung. Just because of what your friends have, what your family has, the stereotype that comes with an iPhone, you're like, oh, I want to associate with that. That's what I desire. But really, it's just a phone. It doesn't really matter. It's a way of communicating. But we put all these ideas and these stereotypes and these beliefs about what it means to have an iPhone over a Samsung that you think that that's what you desire. But it's really just the influence of outside perspectives. Stop being the product of other people's desire and start focusing on you. If you want to build discipline, you need to know what you desire. And if you want to know what you desire, you cannot be flooded with different dopamines from everywhere else. You need to focus on you. And specifically, you want to see, what type of change do you want to see in yourself? What version of yourself would you like to be? People sometimes get lost because they start thinking of roles like, oh, I want to work this job. I want to have a family by this age. I want to own this car. But it has to be more specific than that. It almost has to go with the feeling that is associated with what you want to achieve. At the end of the day, all that we are chasing is not things. It's a feeling. It's a feeling of being proud. It's a feeling of being confident. It's a feeling of being loved and respected. So if you're chasing a feeling, you'll have a better idea of what you want than just external things, because we all know the stories of the person that got rich and got all these cars and these houses and ended up being depressed anyways, or even suicidal. So we know that things are not inherently what you desire. It's the feelings that are associated with things. So you have to focus on, how do you want to feel? Something that you also have to realize is that, let's say right now you like being lazy. You like doing nothing. You like just watching TV after you're finished working because it's easy. Maybe you like that. And you're thinking, well, if I work my ass off and maybe I do want to have a lot of money, but it's eventually to do the same thing. It's to do nothing. Well, I'm telling you that you literally are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself, because I believe every human being has a craving of becoming something greater than who they've been before. So if you want to just work really hard to just keep doing what you're doing right now, you're basically not changing. And that's going against nature. We are meant to change. We are meant to evolve. If you don't see the benefit of working hard because you just want to keep doing what you're doing right now, you don't realize that you're convincing yourself, your brain wants you to do what's easy because it doesn't want to put the hard work into becoming something greater. Because I promise you that that's a desire within you. And honestly, if it really isn't, just leave this video. But I know that if you're watching for this long, something speaks to you and it makes you ask questions, and you're like, maybe she's right. Maybe I need to shift my perspective and think of myself as something greater than what I am. Maybe I am meant for more. Maybe I am meant for not being lazy all the time and do the bare minimum. Maybe I'm meant to make a change in this world. I think we can all be connected by the desire to be belonging to a community. So that's another desire you have to think about. Who is your real tribe? Because I think a lot of times we all decide to watch TV or scroll on social media because we feel unfulfilled by the connection we have in the real world. And we're trying to fill that void by doing those behaviors. But if you truly desire a real community in the real world that feels wholesome, you have to put yourself out there. You have to do things differently. You cannot just keep doing nothing. You have to be disciplined to instill change in you, to go outside and talk to new people, to start new projects, to enter a new club, not a club, but like a book club or something. You have to do things differently if you want to have different results. Another way that you can find what you desire is by looking at a problem you're facing or what pains you. If you have no suffering in your life, props to you. Honestly, you're the best fucking monk out there. Most of us are suffering in some way. One of my biggest sufferings is I crave becoming something. I crave becoming a bigger version of myself. And I'm not talking big, although I do like a little bit of muscle. But I'm talking about being an evolved, a higher version of myself. I want to do great things in life. I want to change the world. And I know you might think it's delusional and I need to be humble a little bit, but that's the key thing. It's to believe in yourself, because the moment that you don't believe that about yourself, you're not going to want to change because you don't think that it's actually going to happen. So I'm being disciplined because I can believe that I can actually make a change. I can actually become the type of person I want to be. So this ties into, if you want to be disciplined, and let's say you have an idea of what you desire, you can literally copy me. You want to become something greater. You want to be a part of a community that is similar to you, that push yourself, that want to reach their highest potential. If that's what you desire, come on in. Come in with me. Like, let's hug, let's go. We can make a team here. You have to be aware of this one thing that you need to change, and it is your identity. If you want to be part of my tribe or my type of community, you have to realize that you have an identity right now that you need to let go, because I promise you have some limiting beliefs about yourself that are not serving you. You cannot hold on to those beliefs, because then if you hold on to those beliefs, it gives all the power away for you to change. So let's say you're like, oh, well, I'm a lazy person, or I'm always late, or I'm not smart, or I'm not good at anything, or I'm not artistic. If you have all these limiting beliefs about yourself and you just want to hold on to them, how are you going to be a greater version of yourself? The only reason why your brain keeps telling you that is because it doesn't want you to make the effort to change. It wants to take the responsibility away because it's easier that way. Your brain just wants to conserve energy and just be a potato. We're in a world where we have the luxury to self-actualize. We have the luxury to be greater, to achieve great things. You cannot listen to your brain and realize that your identity that you have about yourself, you did not even create it. It's just like your desires. Your identity was created by your parents and your teachers growing up, your siblings, everyone around you created an identity of a certain type of person that we are. And then we're holding on to that until we realize that, wait a minute, I am limiting myself so much because I think this of me. Like, why am I thinking this? There's literally no reason for me to think that I'm stuck in this identity, because we are always changing. That is life. Nothing is permanent. You have to let go to who you've been. I used to think I was an extrovert. Then I used to think I was an introvert. And now what do I think? I'm both. I'm whatever. I'm everything and nothing at the same time. I can be anything. Literally. You have to change that mindset about yourself. And if you want to get after what you truly want, if you want to dream big and you want to tap into what you desire and you want to be disciplined to get there, you have to believe in yourself. And don't disregard this message. Don't disregard the Facebook post that has a quote that says, believe in yourself. Do you realize that's probably the best advice you could ever hear? The power of belief is more powerful than anything else that you could do. Because the moment that you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to achieve what you want. You have to truly believe that you can achieve anything that you desire. It's already you against the world. Most of the world just wants you to fail, or they don't care about you, or they don't believe in you, or they don't even know you. So why put yourself on their side? You need to believe in yourself and have your own back. If you won't do it to yourself, like, no one else is going to do it for you. And I don't want to be rude by saying that, but you might have this victim mindset where you think that you cannot change. You cannot adopt that mindset. You're choosing this mindset. You might be telling yourself, well, I can't be disciplined because school is hard or family stuff. There's always sufferings and pains and hardship going on around us. It's not going to get easier. You're always going to have shit thrown at you, but it's your ability to deal with those things that's going to make you have a better life. It's not having no problems. It's your ability to deal with problems. So you have to take away that victim mindset of yourself, because your brain will want to hold on to that mindset. Your brain likes to be a victim because it's easy and it's comfortable. There's something that almost feels good being a victim because you feel like you don't have anything to do with it and you can just accept it. But are you going to accept a mediocre life when you know that deep down you desire something great? Don't settle for less. Maybe you're still struggling to figure out what you truly desire. That could be your new quest right now. Be disciplined to figure out what you desire. That could be your desire to change, or desire to want to change. Like, you want to have a desire. So that's a desire in itself. So maybe you should focus on that. And the best way to create a space for you to explore and figure out what you desire, it's from structure. Creativity comes from structure. So make sure you have a timetable of everything you want to do every single day and try to follow that as close as possible. I've said that in multiple videos, but that's because I stand by it. You have to create structure in your life, follow that as closely as possible, be disciplined doing that, and having that routine will give you the space for you to have your subconscious mingle stuff in your brain and give you the creativity, and it will come to the surface. I promise you that. Start reading more, start meditating more, start going to bed at the same time every day, have a morning routine, have some journaling sessions, go to therapy, go on walks, eat well, work out. It's very simple. You know what the habits you need to put in. You just have to find a time in your day where you fit that in, follow that as closely as possible, and I promise you the creativity will come and what you truly desire will come to surface. I hope you appreciated my tough love. This is really coming from a place of love. It's because I care about you and I literally want you on my team. Okay? I want you to build this community with me of people that want to push each other and just be a better version of ourselves. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And yeah, I love you. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah.